everyone, welcome back to Kybbles and Kids.
We're finally back, and guess who's fucking here?
I got Katrina to record with me. You can't see me, but I am doing like the Will Smith pose here. We have a cat and a dog.
It's all the animals. It's a zoo in here.
It's always a zoo in here. Today we have the Hiveswap Friendship Simulator Volume 1, aka Happy Late Homestuck Day. This came out yesterday, but we were working. I was working.
Well, yeah, you were working.
I was working. You had to work today.
But we're here now.
We're here now. We're recording this the day after Homestuck Day.
And then it'll probably be uploaded later.
It'll probably be up
Point
tomorrow.
is, we're playing this now, so you enjoy it.
Exactly. I somehow managed to avoid all the spoilers on Tumblr because there were a lot of them, and I went, no.
I was also not on Tumblr, so I avoided them
That's
too.
That's because you went to sleep.
I do that. I sleep.
I don't.
Anyways, why does this light up?
Fuck if I know. I just
I'm
noticed
gonna
that
click
did.
it.
Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
It doesn't do anything. It just changes colors.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna start.
Okay, we're gonna start.
Look at the little guy in the spaceship.
You have just crash landed on a planet called English.
Nope.
What is English?
It's not.
Called Alternia, and staggered from the smoldering wreckage of your ship.
Is it?
Aha! You are now completely alone in a strange world. Xander, no!
Please, Xander, no!
Please excuse whatever sound that just was. Xander literally just
Jumped on our microphone.
Yeah, it was great. Desperate for information, for provisions, and possibly a bit of medical attention. But most of all, you are desperate for friendship! Yes. Won't someone on this godforsaken rock be your buddy? Any weirdo will do. You're not that picky. Hang on. What's this now? Is someone approaching? Ardata and
Diamond?
Diamond?
Damon?
Diamond.
Diamond. I think
Diamond.
Diamond.
I don't know. How are we going to pronounce this throughout the entire series so everyone else can kill us?
Diamond.
Diamond? Okay.
Diamond. And Ardata.
Ardata and Diamond. Sounds like Diamond.
Oh, they're both so good.
Do we actually have to? Oh shit, we do have to pick.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If you always let him go, my mom said to pick the very best one, and you are not it. Ardata. Got it.
I was gonna say Diamond looks like a good boy. Let's go with the
But in that case, we should get the bad one out of the way.
I don't think she's bad. She's just has 3 eyes.
I am concerned by that.
Who isn't? These are also trolls, so...
Yeah, that's fair. I'm deeply concerned by a lot of things that are going on with the trolls. Alright. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange, gray-skinned alien clad in blue. Perhaps they will make for a good friend?
Dear God.
Perfect voice. I love this music.
I love all the music.
I don't know how loud this is going to be in post, but that's okay, because that's what editing's for.
Right. And just what are you supposed to be?
Your mom.
That was such a cheap joke.
Do you expect anything less of me? Do you expect more from me? The answer should be no.
Sometimes I wish I did.
You've known me for 10 years. You know better.
Do I, though?
I'm on 4 hours of sleep, Katrina.
Just go forward.
Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in need of some medical treatment. You are also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now.
Oh my.
Snooty bitch. Please don't laugh like that.
dear Lord.
That's the anime laugh! Oh! Beautiful.
Oh my god.
This was actually written by HUSSIE. HUSSIE wrote this one.
I know. That's what makes it even better.
Okay.
It's gonna have a good level of hussieism.
It already does. Please don't take the headphones away, Danny.
Oh, how funny this is. How very droll. You want to be my friend?
There's her quirk, triple eyes.
Oh my gosh. It's too much. This thing at my doorstep, wishing to know me in any capacity. The hilarity somehow escapes my ability to capture with maniacal laughter. How rare.
She reminds me of a Sailor Moon villain. Just like in general, a 90s anime villain.
I was thinking that too.
You apologize for your presumptuous request. You hang your head, turn around, and begin to walk away.
And just what the fuck do you think you're doing? Who invited you to leave?
You stop in your tracks immediately and turn to face her again. Your possibly broken ribs are throbbing in pain, but this does not strike you as the right moment to exhibit weakness. Good choice.
I was gonna say, can you
Absolutely not. Okay, sorry about that.
It downs.
Downs?
I was really confused because I read that as downs, and
It
I
is
was like,
not
that
downs.
doesn't make any sense. It dawns on me that I may have gotten off on the wrong saunter pod. Where are my manners? Gaslit behavior on my part.
Saunterpod.
Saunter pod.
I don't think we've ever heard a troll refer to foot before. So now we have a new vocabulary word.
Saunter pods.
Saunterpods. Saunterpaws.
Oh my god. After all, it isn't your fault that you seem to be some sort of hideous freak, is it? And such a tragic creature cannot be held responsible for such a devastating shortfall of social competence. Thanks, I
you.
guess. Sure, we'll go with that. I would weep for you, really, except that crying out of my out of 3 eyes at once gets a bit messy. So instead, I think I'll be saving my tears for someone less offensively worthless.
Can you read? You got it right in the end, but you fucked up a lot at the beginning.
You know what?
No.
You know what?
I love you.
You can leave me alone.
No.
Leave me alone.
No. You aren't sure if she's inviting you inside, or if she just got you to stay a little longer so she could insult you some more. You try to remain stoic, while your confrontational new friend decides what to do with you. Unfortunately, you sniffle slightly.
Oh. Oh my, oh dear, you're sad? So amusing to me, mildly endearing even.
Jesus.
Perhaps Wow, I can't read. I'll decide later if it's endearing. Once I have more information, it's entirely possible I will retroactively decide it's disgusting.
That's fair, actually. That's fair.
But for now, try to put yourself at ease. You completely pitiful fool. Not one more sniffle.
I started singing Poor Unfortunate Souls in my head, and then it immediately went into the Homestuck version.
Yeah. Okay. Do you understand?
No. You nod while practicing exemplary control over your nose.
You have gotten yourself so agitated. I wonder why. You have nothing to worry about from me.
That's even more concerning.
You're like that vile snake that says, trust me.
It doesn't help that she's a blue blood.
Right?
Okay, technically cerulean, but point being, I inherently don't trust them. because they've all proven to be egomaniacal assholes.
Fair.
Or megalovaniacs. Vriska and
Rania?
Arania. Yes, I forgot her name and tried to say Arstatska. Wrong game entirely.
Of course I will be your friend. Conditionally, I mean. There is a chance the designation will be formalized if you behave in ways that I approve of starting now.
Fuck! Oh hey, I found the save button. I didn't mean to hit that.
Let's call it a friendship in progress. Agreed?
She's cute like that.
I like her nails.
Me too. I want to paint my nails like that. My nails aren't long enough, but I want to do it. Your heart swells. This is what you've been waiting for. A new friend. Oh gosh. All you have to do now is try not to fuck anything up at all, possibly for many hours. Mood. That's meeting new people in general.
Come into my hive. This way, after me. You look like you could use nourishment.
Can I even eat what you have?
I don't know what it is that whatever you are eats, generally, but it doesn't matter. You will eat whatever it is I have on hand, if I tell you to. How does that sound?
Like I'm signing up for death. How does it sound?
How do we want to play this?
Listen, I will use my copious slave slots.
Really?
Save slots.
Do we play...
Do we play towards her or play against her? Do we want the bad end or the good end?
I mean, good end, obviously.
That's fair. Alright. It sounds good. I'll do whatever you say. Please don't eat me.
Obviously, it sounds good. You would definitely enjoy it.
Okay.
You will enjoy everything I provide you with and tell you to do. I can't imagine any sort of negativity or disagreement coming from one of my friends.
That's not a friendship. Reading?
No. I will assume that we share this philosophy when it comes to friendship.
You say, oh yes, absolutely. You nod as enthusiastically as you can without aggravating your broken ribs.
Oh, dear.
You consider giving her a thumbs up as well, until you realize one of your arms is probably broken too. You try to make sure she doesn't notice though. It would probably leave a bad impression.
Come with me. There's something I need your help with.
You follow her into her hive. It's a bit gloomy in here. You suppose she's going to fix you something to eat soon, as promised. You pass through her kitchen and out the other side to another room. Okay, you guess dinner can wait.
She has their handles are horns.
They are.
That's cute.
That's a little concerning, actually. Are they actual horns, or are they just modeled
Well, they're
after
modeled
horns?
after her horns.
Okay, the fridge is yes, but those
So
ones...
is the stove, and that's kind of the same shape,
A little bit.
if you like.
Okay, but
If
she
you took
has,
her
like,
horns-
meat hooks here.
Okay, I was ignoring that.
I'm not going to ignore that.
If you took her horns and put them sideways, they would be the same shape.
That's true.
So I think they're actually just fake.
Is that a blood-stained cloth?
We're not talking about this. I was looking at the neat little horns that she has fashioned in her kitchen.
I'm concerned.
Or the giant meat block, giant knife block she has, which is pretty normal in the kitchen, but also very prominent in this picture.
Yes.
This
With the
way,
meat hooks.
try not to let any of your broken limbs slow you down.
At least you know I'm broken.
A good friend wouldn't allow such trifling physical ailments cause me any inconvenience.
Wow. I immediately want to cosplay her.
I'm just like...
Oh. So you guess she does know you're injured? Fair enough. You hobble a little faster, through another door into a much darker room, and now down a flight of stairs. I'm growing increasingly more concerned, Katrina.
Meat hooks.
It's hard to see. There are torches along the wall ahead. A monstrous noise rumbles below.
Lucis.
Lucis? Spider Lucis?
Don't mind her. She's just hungry. She's always hungry, though. Oh. What's that? You're hungry too? I have not forgotten. What sort of piece of shit friend do you take me for?
You didn't remind her that you're hungry. You've thought it, though. Can she read your mind? You hope not. That's going to make this friendship in progress a bit awkward.
Here we are. This is where you will be most useful to me as a friend.
You look around. With a sense of relief, you see no sign of whatever hungry thing was grumbling down here. You are less relieved to see several other kids trapped in cages of various shape and size.
Jeez!
I had a reason to be concerned.
I mean, I had reason to be concerned from when we first met her. She started insulting us.
And her evil anime laugh.
Right?
One of them makes eye contact with you. The boy is the same kind of alien as her, horns and all. He has a dark red symbol on his shirt. His expression seems to plead with you. He struggles to say, help. Your new friend looks unamused and twitches her finger. Hello, he says. Oh boy. Hello, by which I mean hello, of course. Looks like you're the new friend in progress chosen by the great and beautiful Ardata. We finally know her name. She's my savior, my reason for being. I am nothing without her. I'd hollow myself out and let her make a nest inside of me if she'd permit it.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck. You turn away from this boy. You don't want to hear anything he has to say ever again.
Don't mind him. He's always regarded himself as a comedian.
But you're clearly controlling him.
Nah, she wouldn't do that.
Of course not. Not to her dear and beloved friends.
Come, over here. This is what I need your help with, if you're going to have any value to me as a friend.
Do you even know what the word friend truly means, Ardata?
No.
You're led to a dank corner of this, well, you're gonna call it like you see it, this dungeon. Your new friend has a dungeon full of sad, suffering children, and presumably a monster lurking somewhere in here as well. It's not ideal. Then again, social beggars like you can't be choosers.
I've been having an awful time with it.
Oh god, is this gonna have puzzles?
You can do it for me. It will save me time.
You look at the thing in question. You doubt she's been having an awful time with it. You doubt this because it's still in its box, looking completely untouched since it was brought down here. It's a box containing a table? A table that looks ominously like it was designed to keep a person strapped to its surface. Oh boy.
I will need you to assemble it. Here's a screwdriver in case you need it. I will assume other required tools are contained within the box.
Am I gonna have to hammer something with my face?
Why would you jump to that conclusion?
Okay, I thought of like the video on Tumblr of the well-seasoned carpenters can sink a nail with 3 hits, but only the most practiced people can sink it in one, and he just dropped a board on top of a nail and it popped through. I think of weird things in association. It's fine.
That still has no association with using your head as a hammer.
She said, I assume that all the other necessary tools will be in the box, but most boxes don't come with tools like hammers and screwdrivers because they assume you already have them in a house.
Okay.
So if I need a hammer, I have to use something to hammer, and I just went to face.
Anyways, moving on.
I'm done explaining. You take the screwdriver with your non-broken arm. This isn't exactly what you had in mind. You don't know what you had in mind, really. A warm meal and friendly banter? Perhaps a sling for your arm and a remedial bomb for your ribs. Still, you open the box without protest.
Hold on, before you start. This will make for excellent content. My fans will appreciate this.
Oh no. Goodbye. She sets up a video recording device on a tripod and points it at you. A video feed comes to life on several monitors just behind you. You see in one corner of the screen an unflattering angle of your torso hunched over the furniture box. Great. Other rectangles contain shots of the other kids in cages around the room. You suppose cameras are pointing at them too. You had no idea this friendship came with the perk of instant stardom.
Now you may begin.
Oh, that's her as a
As a
grub.
little
Oh,
grub.
that's so cute. And a spider lucis.
Fair.
I don't like it. That or it's an ant. I can't actually tell. I immediately don't like it, whatever it is. She's suddenly sitting in a comfortable-looking chair facing you and holding a chalice, swishing around some viscous liquid it contains. Oh boy, is that blood? You have all the parts spread out on the floor, organized according to their labels in the instructions. You try to remember the last time you assembled something like this. You don't recall enjoying it, to be perfectly honest. This doesn't look like it will be fun at all. She frowns conspicuously.
Oh, how sad for you.
You can read my mind. Stop this!
I'm sorry, is this activity not to your liking?
You reassure her vigorously that no, it actually looks amazing. You love shit like this. It's what you were born for, you say, as you swoosh the screwdriver around, demonstrating your plainly evident skill with the tool. I totally know what I'm doing, Mom! Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary. No. No. I don't want any of the trolls to be my mom. Except for maybe Kanaya.
Kanaya can definitely be your mom. She would still fail, but she would at least
do a better
try.
job than anyone else.
She has Rose to make up for it.
This is true. Yeah, this is true. Forget the thing you just thought. Completely arbitrary and wrong thoughts pop into your head all the time. It meant nothing, you swear.
Yes, I hear that a lot. Continue.
You open the little bag full of screws. Jesus, there are like 50 screws to this thing. Where could most of these screws possibly even go? Judging from the picture, the table really doesn't seem that complicated. You look at your screwdriver, then study the screws. Every single one requires an Allen wrench. Does this even come with an Allen wrench? The instructions seem to suggest it does. You look around, but don't see one. Did you open the bag too forcefully? Did the Allen wrench go bouncing off into a dark dungeon crevice nearby? Maybe you lost some of the screws too. Damn it! You begin to sweat and look around nervously. You check underneath one of the parts. No, it's not under there. You grip the screwdriver a little tighter. You wonder what to do next. Do we leave? Or do we try and assemble the table?
Assemble the table.
All right.
We are in this, man.
We're in this till the end.
Probably die if we try to escape.
I think we're gonna die anyway.
I mean, that's what friends are for, right?
You and I have very different descriptions of friendship.
I would die for you.
I would die for you too, but that doesn't mean I want to.
I'm so offended right now.
Good.
Don't touch me.
Just do your best assembling the table. This is what friends are for. You decide it would be best not to complain about the missing Allen wrench. Your friend would probably consider it bad form. You'll just make do and twist in all the screws by hand as best as you can. That's not gonna work, my dude. Your broken arm isn't making this any easier. You favor the other one and prop pieces into place precariously, leaning against each other. Shut up. Leaning against each other while you nudge them into position with your legs so the screw holes align. It's really frustrating work, you're not gonna lie. As you're twisting in the first screw, the grooves slip and the screw gets stuck, but you've already turned it too tight. Now it's hard to get it out. You twist and reverse harder, but your fingers slip and the table pieces start to slide. They're going to fall. You react to catch them, but it's too late. The heavier piece tips over and slams you into the broken ribs. I can't read.
You were giving me crap earlier.
I know, but it's only because I know that I'm just as bad. And slams you in the broken ribs on its way to the floor. It hits the floor with a bang. The stuck screw pops out and goes bouncing 10 or 15 feet away, settling deep underneath a piece of dungeon furniture. God, you're probably going to need to get that. You hear a light chuckle.
Good. Good.
Jesus. She takes another sip from her chalice and settles even more comfortably into her chair. Is she enjoying this? You think she's enjoying watching you struggle to put this stupid thing together. Maybe a little too much. Nevertheless, you continue. A friend is a friend, and you don't like to let your friends down. You've committed yourself to this project. You've gotten us killed.
Obviously.
You will get the screw out from under there a bit later. Maybe when you need the final screw. You turn your attention back to the table pieces and try a different strategy. You place the biggest part, the table platform, flat on the floor. The legs would be pointing upward if they were attached. You position one leg in the right spot, in alignment with the holes, sit on the table platform, and steady the leg with your feet. You grab another screw and concentrate. She sounds so pleased. It's strange, you admit, for watching this sort of activity to make someone so happy. But you also have to admit to taking a certain pride in it. It's wonderful, actually, to feel useful, wanted, important even, if only somewhat menially, to a great new friend who has discovered a way for your talents to improve her life. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice one of the caged kids reaching out with his hand. He's concentrating. Then you notice the screw you lost slowly slide out from underneath its hiding place. Okay. Nice. Everyone's working like a team down here. Ardata does not look at that kid, but sneers a bit. She reaches toward him, and he appears to have trouble breathing. After a moment, you notice the screw slowly slides back under the thing. I hate S's.
You and me both.
She releases him from his breathing problems, resumes her pleasant expression, and takes another sip from her chalice. Ooh, wow.
Breathing problems. Breathing problems.
Jesus Christ. You guess that was against the rules? You decide to make a note of it. Your friend runs a tight ship down here. You respect that. About an hour later, you have all 4 legs on, plus some other accoutrements attached. You wrestle mightily with the thing to get it upright, using your only good arm. It seems she may have forgotten about the final missing screw. You doubt the table needs it. You decide you won't bring it up if she won't. You give it a test. It's pretty wobbly since you were only able to tighten the screws with your bare fingers, but again, she doesn't seem to mind. She reclines and has a look on her face which makes her appear absolutely enamored of your handiwork. She has finished her drink, and the chalice is on a side table. Some awful-looking thing crawls along the floor towards her. It actually looks like some sort of a spider the size of an average dog. Its abdomen is preposterously large. Actually, you think it's a huge tick? That's what it looks like. Ugh.
Gross.
Ugh.
Wow.
It settles just in front of her. She puts her legs on top of it and crosses them. It settles under their weight and grumbles.
Let's try it out, shall we?
You shrug and sit down on the rather rickety table. You're about to lie down, but she interrupts you.
No. You fool. You absolute fool. What do you think you're doing?
Testing it out like you said to?
That's not what I meant. Get up.
No. You stand up, embarrassed. Tell her no. Again, without looking at the caged kid, she raises an arm toward him and beckons. He stares blankly and opens his own cage, which apparently wasn't locked. He shuffles vacantly over to your table and lies down on its surface. She looks at you expectantly. You aren't sure what to do.
What? You didn't think I'd be playing table stickball on that thing, did you?
Table stickball? You aren't sure what table stickball is. Yeah, that might be pool.
Wait, they talked about table stickball and
I know, but I don't fucking remember what it was.
it's pool. a troll pool,
Okay.
but like not the playground, the outside run around version.
Oh, yeah. It's foosball.
Yeah.
It's foosball. That's what it is.
It's not foosball.
The run around play outside, but kind of.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird mix of foosball and pool. Anyways.
That's your line.
Oh.
You haven't
So
read
it
it yet.
Oh, you really are pretty simple, aren't you? It's like a miniature version of arena stickball played on a table. See, that's what I just said.
Yes.
Got it? Arena stickball is like pool with humans. Well,
Yes,
with trolls.
I remember now. Like, it's been a long time since we've played Hiveswap. You don't, but you nod. Me. It's me.
Now, go to it.
You shackle the kids' arms and legs to the table. That seems to be the right thing to do since the thing comes fitted with shackles. She gets up and lifts her huge tick-like pet. It makes more grumpy noises. I told you it was bloodstains. She plops the enormous thing right down on the kid's chest. He appears rendered unable to protest. The tick bites the boy's neck and begins to feed. This is why they said it had mature content. I realize now.
Nice.
Great.
I'm so disturbed right now.
Thanks, Homestuck. Thanks, Hussie. She smiles and she smiles and pats its swelling abdomen. Dark, rust-colored blood dribbles from the place where it has attached to the boy's neck. Moments go by while she looks gratified by the process. Proud almost. Then she looks at you expectantly.
Well,
You don't know what she means.
the final screw. Aren't you going to retrieve it and screw it into wherever it needs to go?
Why the fuck would you remember this?
The job isn't done. I don't like keeping the company of many individuals who leave things unfinished, you know.
Of course. What were you thinking? You should have known your friend wouldn't let that go unnoticed. Actually, you feel like an idiot for thinking it would. You stoop very low to the ground, on your knees, placing your cheek just above the floor. You appear under the large edifice. It's dark in there, and goes back a ways. Lots of room for that darn little screw to roll. You take a few pitiful swipes with your good arm, but come up empty. It must be further back. You think you can see it? Yeah, that must be it, just a little further. You have an idea. A tool will be helpful. Guess the screwdriver came in handy after all. How did she know? Your new friend must be very wise. You think you're liking her more every minute. No. You grab the screwdriver and feel around with it. Yes! You got it, you think. You carefully scrape it closer to yourself and then pick it up. You then go back to the table and find the one remaining hole you left unscrewed. You slide under the table as a mechanic would with a car. There it is. The table is creaking and wobbling quite a bit now. The tick is really getting into its dinner, it seems. All the loose screws on the table have added up to a lot of give and leeway in the overall stability of the furnishing. Maybe the final screw will help. Ardata has returned to the setup with the monitors. She's adjusting some settings on the feed, controlling the zoom of the camera, and typing some remarks into a chat window.
This is very good material today. It's not often that I can provide content of this caliber to my subscribers. Go on, complete your project. This will be very good.
You still think it's weird that she likes watching you put furniture together so much, but you're not one to judge friends. Sounds like a great way to lose friends, honestly. You
Really?
screw in the final screw, but the stresses on the table are causing the holes to be misaligned. This won't be easy. The huge tick shifts its grotesque body above you. Causing the table to creak loudly. You nervously slide halfway out from under the table to check it out. Then a loud pop, then the sound of scraping metal. 6 or 7 screws shoot out of the desk like rivets in a sinking submarine. What a piece of shit this thing is, you think a little too late. You really needed that Allen wrench. All 4 legs splay dramatically out from underneath it at once, like a baby deer on ice. The table platform comes crushing down on your lower torso, breaking your pelvis.
Hmm.
You bellow in pain and flail to pull yourself out.
Jeez. That's pleasant.
Great! Bloodstains! I love it! You forget that you're still holding the screwdriver. In your desperate flailing, you plunge the screwdriver into the fat abdomen of the tick, which begins gushing rust blood with great force, spraying your entire upper body and face.
Oh.
It's so gross. The beast starts thrashing wildly and screaming. You can't see your new friend due to the blood in your eyes, but you can't imagine she's thrilled about what's going on here. Your annihilated pelvis is in perfect agony. You have to get your miserable torso out from under the shitty table. You have an idea. With your broken arm, you start slapping the big ass of the screaming tick while yelling, "Yeehaw!"
What is going on?
We've lost our mind.
What is on?
Oh, fuck.
What?
You clutch the screwdriver handle with your other hand hard. Goodbye. She just ran away. The blood-gushing monster starts kicking and rearing, then blasts off across the dungeon floor like a pig at a rodeo. Ooh. You hold on for dear life, still blind, but your plan works. You've been pulled out from under the tomb you've spent the last hour constructing for yourself. Your pelvis is in ruins, but at least you're free now and riding like the wind.
My God.
As you and the blood spew. You can tell HUSSIE wrote this.
Oh my God.
As you and the blood-spewing tick go tearing around the room, crashing into stuff, you hear a boy crying. You guess Ardata became distracted enough by your foolish display to cease her paralyzation method on him. Or maybe distracted is the wrong word. Maybe she's disappointed by your foolishness? Oh God, you might be blowing it right now. The tick swerves suddenly and starts running up the stairs. Ow, ow, ow. Your brittle pelvis feels every step on the way up. It careens through the rest of the hive, crashes through the front door, then comes to a sudden halt. You are catapulted violently over its backside and sail 50 yards through the air. Jeez. You land on your ass and wipe the blood from your eyes. Okay, this was embarrassing, but everyone makes mistakes, right? You can still salvage this friendship, you know you can. You turn back to look at her hive. Ardata is standing in her doorway with a furious look on her face. She is flipping you off.
You will not be my friend.
Rejection!
Rejection!
And that was ending one.
That was
amazing.
very disturbing.
Yes, but also amazing. It's so good to read HUSSIE's work again.
That was something, which is usually
the response when you're reading
anything by HUSSIE.
Homestuck in general. Yep.
Just, yeah. Well, I guess that's it for this video.
That I don't even know if that was like the good ending or the bad ending to Ardata, but it was an ending.
We'll come back next time with diamonds, so
We'll see you in the next one.